Hi there, I'm here to show you how to make really good impressions with your impression kit. The first thing you need to remember is that the putty needs to be refrigerated for at least 30 minutes. We want it really cold because that makes it much easier for you to mix and gives you much more time to mix it. However, do make sure that you use the putty, that you mix it soon after you take it out of refrigeration, because you don't want it heating up because then it will set much quicker than what we are recommending now. So that's the first thing. The second thing is make sure that you're wearing gloves and that the gloves are very tight. You want them tighter than you would normally want. In this case, these are actually small size. It's the smallest ones we send out, and they're definitely too small for me, but they fit fine and they're extremely tight, and that makes it much easier to mix the putty without losing putty along the way. We'll make sure that you've got a timer ready to go. You can have someone, if you want, helping you, but make sure you have a timer to go. You would have your other trays and other putty containers. We're just showing one here for illustrative purposes. So basically you need to open the containers. We suggest that you always take out the white putty first, because usually it's more difficult to remove from the container than the blue. So that makes it more difficult for the putty to then mix in your hand while you're trying to get the other putty out. So right now I'm just putting it back in there to have the bigger mass pull out the rest of the putty, and I almost have it all. See, now there's no putty left in there. So now I've got the white. You do not start the timer till you are ready to mix. So we're not ready yet because we have not removed the blue putty. So let's remove the blue putty now, and as you can see, that one came out much easier. We got almost all of it in one shot. Let me push that back in there. There we go. So now we've got the two putties. So now that we're about to start, we can hit the start button. Another thing that's important to realize is that you need to mix it with your fingertips only, because otherwise you are going to get putty and lots of putty all over your hands. So mix it, and you're going to mix it thoroughly until you get until you reach 90 seconds. Even if the putty has already been thoroughly mixed, before the 90 seconds you will continue to mix it for the full 90 seconds. That'll allow it to warm up a little bit. So yeah, just keep on going for the full 90 seconds. I mean, the putty in theory is already kind of ready, but if you put it in a tray before the 90 seconds, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to have to wear it for a lot longer than the time that we recommend. So we're almost at a minute. You don't have to rush anything. That's the beauty about doing it this way. It's been thoroughly mixed, but I'm still mixing it. You can always go and grab some more putty if you want from your fingers, if you have any left. So keep working it for 1 minute and 30 seconds, okay? So we're almost there. After that, I am gonna roll it into a log that's about 4 inches long, and then I'm gonna place the log inside the tray. And there's a very special way of putting it in there to make sure you get the best chance of getting good impression. So it's 1:30. So now I'm gonna make my little log. Very simple. You don't want it to, you don't want too much putty on the ends, because you need a lot of putty. You need a good amount on the center. And what you're going to do is you're going to fill it all the way up to the front, and then so it's okay if it comes at an angle from the front towards this side, but it's very important that you get it all the way up to the front, as you can see there. So then then at 2 minutes you need to put it in your mouth, and then you're going to hold it for 3.5 additional minutes. So, and make sure you hold it steady and don't move it around, okay? And it's that simple. And as you can see here, you can get a very good impression. Remember that since I started when it was 2 minutes when I put it in my mouth, so then I stopped at 5:30, that made it 3.5 minutes. As you can see, I made a perfect impression. You can see the entire edge of the gum line and above the gum line. If you didn't put the putty all the way up front, there wouldn't have been enough putty here to capture my front teeth. So anyhow, that's how it is, and hopefully you can get all four to look like this if you follow these instructions. So yeah, we think that's about it. Let us know if you have any questions.